Okay, is anybody here? Let me see. Okay, this is live. How do we already have a like? Yeah, who knows? Anyway, I'm trying to get the chat. Is anybody there? Can somebody please click on? Come on. Nobody's here right now. Yo, when did he say that? Oh, somebody's here. Oh, oh yeah. Okay. Hey, great. Okay, it's so great. Thank you so much. Wait, actually, you were the one. Great. Who else is here? I'm trying to get the chat. I don't know what happened last time. So sorry. Please chat if you're actually here. I'm trying to get everybody back, and it seems we have two people. Okay, wow. So everybody's here. The other one didn't go so well. You were both there. Okay, whatever. I thought it was Hobrix because oh, somebody just left. Who knows? Anyway, I guess we should keep going. The chat is here. I guess Hobrix left. Oh well. Anyway, I think we were at 40th place. Let me see. So 41st place here is gonna be Finding Ohana. This is a Disney no, this is a Netflix original. It has the characters and stuff. Just fine characters. It's a little action adventure movie. And so I thought it was fine. It didn't have anything special in it. It had some sort of funny moments. And the cast isn't too great, I would say. They're just fine. So that's sort of my thing on this. I just you guys here for the chat, so any questions that you want to ask or anything, I'm here. Gonna take a little break here because now you guys actually have the chat, and before we get into the top 40, Mr. Clean Moose, you want me to say your name? Yeah. Just seems a bit weird that there's this is a I don't know how it cut out last time. Hopefully Hobrix comes back. Anyway, well, I think that'll lead us to 40th place here, Army of Thieves. This was another Netflix original that I didn't see Army of Dead, but I did see Army of Thieves, which is sort of weird if you think about it. But anyway, Army of Thieves, it's got a pretty good main antagonist in it. It's a fun movie. It's a really, really fun movie. But overall I don't think it was too great. But it did have a nice antagonist, a nice sort of crew, and it's interesting because it's in the world where a zombie apocalypse is happening, you know, but it's about safe cracking and stuff. So that's interesting in and of itself. But I thought the really interesting thing here was the characters. That was the thing that was just fun. I don't think it was too amazing, but it was just a fun sort of movie. I'm just gonna check if the chat still works. Oh, seriously? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, everybody. This isn't going too well, is it? This is not usually how live streams are gonna be working. So I'm the only one here. I don't know. Is anybody here? I don't. It seems like I'm the only one here. I'm just talking to myself. How sad. But anyway, this has been pretty fun what we've done of it so far. Let me see. I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay. Let me see. Okay, nobody is here. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna finish this up so all you people in the future that are watching this will actually have a complete video because this is gonna be for everybody in the future, I guess, because it does not seem like anybody is here, which why? Why? So horrible. You? This is your fault. Probably. Probably your fault. I don't know. But anyway, you know, stuff happens. So I don't think there's a live chat, which sucks. But I guess we'll just have to carry on. And after going through all this, gonna try. Oh, yikes. Oh, well. Just checking stuff. Oh, somebody's back. Sorry that the chat doesn't work. It broke. I'm gonna just forget about the chat. The chat is not here. You guys are not actually. It doesn't matter if you guys are not here or not. I guess it does slightly. Place here is Come On, Come On. I had this another YouTube guy, Austin Burke. He had this as his favorite movie of the year. I don't think it's that good. It's black and white, and it has Jared Leto. No, it's got Jacqueline Phoenix as the guy that played the Joker, as this guy, and they're sort of going through and asking kids what they think their life's gonna be, and he spent some time with this kid. I think it's a pretty emotional film. It's a really beautiful film, I think is the way to say. And just Jacqueline Phoenix does a great job acting this movie, and I can feel I enjoy it. I don't think it has as much of an impact on me as it had for some people. 38th place is gonna be The Summit of the Gods, another one that Austin Burke recommended to me that I just checked it out. He said it was the best Netflix film, his favorite. So I was trying to look for more suggestions. You guys didn't leave any suggestions. So I looked through and it was just a pretty good movie. It was a really interesting animated one, but I didn't get a ton of entertainment out of it. It's a mature Netflix film, but it's pretty mature for PG. And it's about mountain climbing, and it's unique because it's PG. It's about mountain climbing, and it's not scared to have characters actually die. It's an extremely mature movie for being PG and not having characters die, which is it's pretty cool. 37th place is gonna be The Batman: The Long Halloween Part 2. I think this is a better continuation of The Batman with all the payoff and all that. And Two-Face is really the main villain here. Joker's here, but he isn't the main villain. The deaths are understandable in this, and I think the payoff is great, but Joker did get sidelined, which can be disappointing, but at least we get to dive into Two-Face, which is great. 36th place here is gonna be Finch. This is a Tom Hanks movie, Finch, about him and like a robot. And so I was really looking forward to this, but then it sort of disappointed me because it didn't have much to it. I just got to say that's the sort of thing. It didn't have much to it. Um Finch just Tom Hanks was pretty good in it. The robots and stuff were okay, and the dog is okay. Just they didn't do as much world building as I thought they would do, and then the ending can be sort of emotional, but it didn't work as well for me. The journey was nice, but the ending I don't think worked too well. 35th place here. This has been getting a ton of buzz. People have been talking about this one recently, but The Matrix Resurrections, the fourth one, um, this movie was just I thought it had some great ideas in it, like having the villain with the guy with the time stuff and having Neo have to rediscover himself, but it also had some pretty bad things with Trinity. Everything that they did with Trinity, I just didn't like Trinity in this movie. And then also what they did with bringing I forgot his name. Smith. They brought Smith back. I didn't like that. I didn't like that they actually brought Smith back. I felt so sort of disappointed by that and like also, do we really need to do this? So I just thought it was fine. It had some good ideas and some bad ideas, but it's still a ton to process. And now we have 34th place, which is going to be Dear Evan Hansen. Now, this is interesting because I heard a bunch of people that loved this movie, a bunch of people that didn't love this movie, a bunch of people that hated this movie. But I really liked the director for this and the music people because the director did Wonder, which I thought was a really amazing film. And then they also did the music people did The Greatest Showman. So I was looking forward to it. And so the songs I think are great. The plot works. The only problem is sort of like how they ended it. Like it is about a teen suicide movie and they're sort of singing in it and it's based off of a Broadway play, so I just think it's okay. Some people hate it. I'm not 100% there to defend it, but I just thought it was fun. 33rd place here. This one sort of surprised me. Ron's Gone Wrong. I think it was fun enough, but it's not as good in the third act. It tamed me, and I got a bunch of Big Hero 6 vibes in it, but it's a technology movie, and it doesn't have some of the animation. I don't think the animation is that great. It has the technology in the movie looks really great, but the actual humans don't look too great. And I think it's emotional enough. The characters are fun and the world here is really cool and vibrant for all this stuff. I like that. Um so yeah, that's sort of my opinion on that. Uh and then next here is going to be in 32nd place is gonna be Boss Baby Family Business. A bunch of people probably wouldn't be so big on this, and like why are they making Boss Baby 2? How did you like it this much? But I had a fun enough time with it. It was good enough for me. It's fine. Uh, it was surprisingly okay. I think it's a step up from the first movie. It's more emotional and funny, and it spends more time on the characters, I think. And the villain is sort of the problem here. I think the villain would be absolutely the worst part of this movie and bring him like 15 spots down. If he wasn't played by Jeff Goldblum, but still Jeff Goldblum, I don't like him in this movie so much. I love Jeff Goldblum, but in this movie, his character that he's playing isn't that great. I think it's a funny enough, emotional enough, the jokes work, and then there's still potty humor in it. Why are we still doing this after all this time that we spent? And so that's sort of annoying. And so that's my opinion. that's that's my thing with that. 31st place here is gonna be Snake Eyes. This it's a GI Joe movie, but I haven't seen any GI Joe stuff at all. So a bunch of people are really disappointed with it. Like it can't live up to the GI Joe stuff. But me, I haven't seen any GI Joe stuff. So for me, this just came out as a just fine B ninja flick. And a bunch of people were disappointed with it. I had no disappointment with it. I was fine with it. It was what I wanted it to be. Um anyway, we're gonna get into the top 30 here. Thank you, one person, for being here. You guys were saying it was each one of you, Mr. Clean Moose and Beth. This was hasn't been going as well as I was hoping it would, but at least we're still doing this. I don't even know if these are gonna return or whatever. Let me see. Hmm. Well, anyway, I guess skip back to our actual ranking thing here. Sorry, it's been talking for a while, over an hour. But anyway, 30th place here is gonna be Fatherhood. This is Kevin Hart, and it shows that he can be more than just a comedic actor. It's like when Jim Carrey and when Jack Black and stuff, they could actually do emotional stuff and actually great stuff, and not just be the guy that's making a bunch of jokes. And so I think it really had nice emotions, and I think he could still be fun, but he also has some great emotions. And I thought that it was a bit disappointing at the end where they paid everything off, but it was fine. It was good enough. 29th place here is going to be Ice Road. This is just a nice, okay Liam Neeson flick where it's an action thriller with trucks going on the ice, and I think it does a great job of building tension, but it also has some slight emotional value. Um, it's pretty cool, I guess, to see the ice stuff. I live in New York, so there's a bunch of that sort of stuff here, but not as big as where they're having it. It's cool. That's all I have to say for that. 28th place here is King Richard. I'm not a big tennis fan, and I can't play well, and I don't watch it, but the only thing I know about tennis is Serena Williams, and that's all I knew. And then you watch this movie, and it's Serena Venus Williams, and I really do love sports movies, and I love Will Smith. So I like this movie, and it was really nice, um, family, but King Richard was the standout here, uh, but it's just more of a family film than I was thinking, more family stuff, while also having some pretty cool sports stuff to it. 27th place here. This has been the other Oscar contender sort of thing, like number one actor. But Tick Tick Boom. This has been getting a lot of buzz from Andrew Garfield because people they did his interviews, and this got a ton of public stuff where they're asking him stuff like they regularly do, but tons of people tuned in because they were wondering about Spider-Man No Way Home. So for Tick Tick Boom, I think it's a good musical, and it also has an emotional punch to it, which is not. I didn't think it would be this good. And just Andrew Garfield does a great job, and the music is so great, and the ending works so well. And I just feel sort of bad that this movie ended like this. Like it just ended sort of sad, but music is good. I feel the ending, although sad, it works, and it feels like we've come full circle. But it's just a fun movie. No, it's not a fun movie, but then our next one is 26th place, Godzilla vs Kong. This is just the big, stupid movie, and it's so fun. It just has Godzilla, Kong, duking it out. It's not fine cinema. This is entertaining. The heroes, the main protagonists, the humans, horrible. I'm alone. Yikes. I don't know if you're watching in the future. I don't even know if you can be watching in the future. But yikes. Is anybody here? Let me see. Is anybody here? Nobody is here. You know what? Probably should have done something else than this. I should have. Oh, well. I'm thinking that I might have made a mistake by doing this. Oh, wait. Somebody's back here. I don't know who it is with this stuff, but somebody is back. But anyway, let's just. Oh, you got to be kidding me! No way! You just left. Well, you left. Well, I'm not too amazing at this, I guess. For this stuff, I probably should have done something else. Pr- You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm thinking I might just delete these and do something else. It didn't work. Well, I'm gonna finish this up anyway. And even though nobody's watching, I'm gonna do it. That's my commitment. Just wish somebody was watching, sort of a thing. That would have been great. But anyway, what a day it's been. Uh 25th place here is going to be The Father. It's a very interesting film, and I like the scenes in it with Anthony Hopkins. I think it's his best performance ever. I just don't think it ends right, and it doesn't really have a final objective. Um, that's sort of my opinion. I'm just. Oh, there's somebody back. Oh well, somebody's back. I'm talking about The Father. That came in 25th place, but 24th is going to be Encanto. I think it's a really fun and creative movie that has good enough songs in it, and I really think the characters were really fleshed out. I really like Bruno, and I think it's a fun Disney movie, although it's not the greatest. This is their 60th movie, so I did a big ranking for that. You could probably check it out. He left again. You know what? I'm just gonna finish it up. I don't care. Uh, 23rd place, Venom: Let There Be Carnage. It's better than Venom. It isn't thematically rich, but it is a super fun movie. I really like Eddie and Venom's relationship in this movie. And 22nd place, it's gonna be Reminiscent. This is just a really nice Hugh Jackman movie. It works well. I don't fully buy into the romance, but it's just a really nice Hugh Jackman performance with a great ending with the twists and turns. And then 21st place is gonna be Love Hard, a Netflix original that I wasn't really 100% looking forward to it that much. But when I actually watched it, it was pretty cool and great, and I liked it. And then it was just a nice movie. Love Hard. That's what I'm at 21st place. I just finished doing Reminiscence, Venom Let There Be Carnage, and Encanto. I don't know who this is, but thank you if you're still watching. Just one of you guys left. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna get into the top 20 here. Just fun movies, great movies that I really liked this year. Even if you're not watching, I'm gonna keep doing this. 20th place here is gonna be The Red Notice. This is where you get The Rock, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds team up for a movie. It's just a fun movie, the amazing cast, and it's just their chemistry with each other. It's great. It's really, I like Ryan Reynolds' sarcastic fun that he has, and his kind of humor, and also has the thief sort of part to it of the movie, and I just love it. It's a bunch of fun twists too. It's another not thematically rich movie, but it's the fast food of movies, and it's delicious. It's such a great movie for a fun movie. 19th place is going to be Jungle Cruise, the other Rock movie that we got this year. I just think this is a really fun movie with The Rock and Emily Blunt sort of teaming up together. It has tons of fun with all the treasure hunting, all the jokes, and the action that you want. And it does borrow. It's not really original. It borrows from Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's fun. And that's what I wanted from it. 18th place here. Sort of big surprise here. But To All the Boys Always and Forever. Now, I watched this one pretty late in the game. It's the third To All the Boys movie. I saw the second, and then I saw the third. I didn't even see the first. And so I watched it, and it was actually a great movie. Big surprise there. It's sweet, emotional, and it's the most emotional film of the year for me. I think it pays everything off and that was set up in the other movie that I saw. It had a perfect ending and really memorable characters, and just to talk about a banger of the song, they ended up so perfectly. 17th place is Wish Dragon here. Wish Dragon was just a really great movie. So emotional. Some people might call it Aladdin ripoff, but I think even if it is, it's a good one. 16th place is Black Widow. I think even though the timing is bad for this, it should have came out like 5 years ago. Yelena is great. The family dynamic is great, and it could have some really visceral action in it with having when Black Widow gets hit, you feel the hit sort of a thing. Okay, where was it? 15th place. We're getting up there. You guys have probably seen a bunch of these. I like big action movies, sort of thing. 15th place. Excuse me. No Time to Die, the James Bond action movie. It's the final Daniel Craig's final performance as Bond. It's just as amazing action, and it pulls out some big emotions at the end. It's pretty personal, and it's just a great send off to this Bond. I don't really like the villain. I think everything else is pretty good, but I'm not a huge Bond fan. Like, I've seen 2 Bond movies, Casino Royale and this. So, that's sort of yeah, somebody liked. Yeah. Somebody likes that. 14th place is gonna be Boss Level, a time loop movie that's also an action movie, and so that's cool, and then it also has emotional stuff in it, and it could be action movie if you want an action movie, and also has some great twists in it. It's got Mel Gibson in it as the villain, which Mel Gibson, he hasn't done a bunch recently, so it's nice to see him again and just doing this sort of stuff. It's a fun movie. 13th place, I just squeezed this in one last night. Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's just a super emotional movie. Has a lot of fun. I think the actor that plays the girl is a great actor, and the character in it has some great cameos and moments throughout it. I think it's just great. 12th place here. This is probably the most surprising movie of the year that it's actually this high, but Pig. It's a very moving I think it's a very moving Nicolas Cage movie, and it focuses on doing what you love to do, and this thing with the pig is very interesting because it has 4 main characters in the film: Rob, the boy's dad, and the pig, and it's really emotional, and the final reveal of the movie really works with it. It's sorta like John Wick, but it is not an action movie, and any standards, it is not an action movie, but just a really nice movie to and it just surprised me. 11th place here. This one doesn't make it, but it's still an amazing movie. Nobody. It's a great smaller action movie, and it's a lot of fun with a family man returning sort of a guy and fighting bad guys. And it's just fun to see him get back into the game fighting people. It seems like a worse John Wick, but I still had a ton of fun with it. And just it's cool to see these 2 guys being action stars. This old guy, this guy, his dad, just being action stars, sort of thing. We're getting to the top 10. If you've been here the entire time, thank you so much, but I doubt anybody's been here the entire time. I am considering just being done with these live streams. This is not how YouTube works. I am not good at this, and this is not working out well. But maybe I could just record a video. I might retry this. This did not work the way I wanted it to. Sorry. I got like 30 subscribers, but it hasn't been working too well right now. 10th place, Mitchell's Faces the Machines. I just love Lord and Miller. It's really creative, the movie, and has real emotion in it, and has amazing animation. I've talked about this movie. I could talk about this movie forever. It's such a great movie. Just the emotions, the characters, all that. Ninth place here is gonna be Cruella. I just love this movie so much. This is another super surprising one. The biggest surprise of the year, except Pig. Um, is sort of like Joker, and I could buy into Corella's storytelling stuff and being an unreliable narrator, and just Emma Stone knocks it out of the park with this. Great performance. Everything in this movie just rocks. It's so great. Eighth place is gonna be A Quiet Place Part 2. Just the best horror movie of the year, and if you've been here for my list, I have watched legitimately one horror movie, and that would be this. But it's a great one. It's a great sequel, and I think it's better than the original. It has more tension and expands the world, and I just can't wait for the third one right here. It's gonna be so great. Seventh place, another action movie, The Tomorrow War. I love Chris Pratt, and the aliens in this movie are really cool. The action is amazing, and you get the stuff that you want, and it also has emotion and comedy in it. And it's just all this mix of going back in the past, fighting aliens, his daughter, and just all this stuff. It's just really great movie. It just surprised me how great this movie was. And this is just if you're new to my channel, this is my kind of movie right here. Sorry that everything cut out with this. I don't know. You could probably tell me in the comments what's going on, but I know it all sort of cut out, so I'm sorry about that, everybody. Um, but anyway, let's just continue on. And in sixth place, if you were here at the beginning, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is in sixth place here. I got a Wenwu Funko Pop thing here. But Shang-Chi and Legend of Ten Rings, just a really surprising movie. The action, it went all out with everything. I really loved this movie. And it was just such a really nice movie for an MCU movie, you know? I missed in Turtles. I should have seen that. But it has such a great villain in it. It just goes all out with everything with having like a literal dragon at the end. So I really just love this movie. We're getting top five. If you watched my video yesterday, then you know what this is. But fifth place, The Suicide Squad. This is just James Gunn's sort of movie, and it just knocked it out of the park. It has the brutal deaths and has the best dark comedy basically ever for me with characters that you really care about. Fourth place is gonna be Free Guy. Ryan Reynolds doing his thing. Really great movie. It has some great comedy in it and just a great final fight with cameos. That it's amazing that they carried all this through with also having emotional depth to it. Third place is gonna be Dune. This is really big surprise. I saw this with my dad in theaters, and so Dune really surprised me because it had this great world building, and it's part one, and it's still this high. It's just like the most epic start to anything. I'm just gonna finish this off pretty quick. Oh, we got a third person here. Welcome. I got to second place here. Second favorite movie this year. This wasn't first, but well, but Zack Snyder's Justice League. This wasn't first for the longest time, and I absolutely love it. It's a 4-hour epic. This one could come in first. I don't know. It's pretty close. No matter what happens, it's gonna be close between this and first spot, but it could. I've only seen both these movies once. It's 4 hours. It's epic. It is so awesome. But anyway, first place, my pick for the best movie of the entire year. Spider-Man No Way Home. I am on the Spider-Man No Way Home crew. I've been on it for a very long time. Just such a great movie. I just really love it. And it pays off with all the cameos and stuff. Thank you if you've been here. I've been doing this for an hour and a half. I might re-record this. This might not turn out that well. I don't know. I'm not too great at live streams. Just I'm gonna end it. Thank you if you've watched. If you comment down below, thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Braden out.